What's up, guys? Tim in the North, back with some more AoE2. Have a little bit of a different one this time around. Anyway, I'm in purple, 946. I'm feeling pretty good. My opponent is the Mongols at 928. Yeah, so if you couldn't already tell by the title, this is going to involve some towers. Yeah. Anyway, early Haboob, I've noticed in the 900s, people are a little bit more aggressive. So aggressive as much, I had one game that someone wished death on me. But yeah, this territory here in the middle, highly contested early on in some of these other ELOs. It's these higher ELOs, I should say. So that's what I've kind of been doing. I want to get these, you know, I tried to check here first with the scout and get my boar or elephant in early. My opponent, typical opening here. But yeah, so I've had a couple. Sometimes it's difficult when you're in the heat of the the moment, the beginning or whatever. It's hard to tell whose things are here. I know it's usually your side here and your side, but I have had some like sheep like straight in the middle. I've also gotten like concerned with scouting with some of my sheep early on too, just because they do tend to run over here. This opponent, however, kind of stayed on their side of the map, so they weren't in too much of a hurry. I probably could have snagged this elephant with the scout. I've done it a couple times. It's tricky, but it's manageable, it's doable. Bringing that in, keep an eye on idle TC. I'm already 23 seconds idle time. I think this was one of my earlier matches for the day. I probably should have did a little bit more warm-up, but hey, it is what it is. I kind of blocked myself there. I think this guy was going down anyway. So already an eco death for me, not looking great. My opponent sees we have a wood line here. That's fine. I have these sheep. I see this scout now, and now I'm a little concerned. So I turn back around just to try to make sure that these sheep make it while that one moonwalks. Yeah, still pretty typical opening here. Nothing too strange or out of the ordinary. Opponent is going a little bit heavier into food earlier on than I am. Bringing their second elephant. They had 3 on 2 and 12 on. So I think I got all my sheep this time. I don't think I lost anything. But yeah, the one thing I did lose was obviously that Vil. Tragedy, but it is what it is. It happens. We'll speed up just a little bit here, just to get us through the Dark Ages, hopefully into feudal. I'm trying to push more hunts, trying to get more comfortable doing this while also queuing up Vils. Excuse me, I gotta get better at just queuing them straight up to 20. My opponent did click up to Dark Age or Feudal Age, sorry. The icon just disappeared. They wanted to grab Loom first, so I just clicked up. Gonna be bringing in the last. Oh no, I guess I'm grabbing it here. I think the last of the hunt. Sometimes I push it to the mill, but I try to keep these guys active. So yeah. But anyway, as you can see, my opponent has 2 people stone, and they're about to go into Feudal Age, and all hell is gonna break loose. So, Feudal has begun, and there's a bunch of Vils marching forward here. This tower, I probably should have respected a little bit more. I didn't think too much of it when I was doing this at the time. just because my wood line's safe. I do have a barracks right here, and I can just, you know, send them straight to the tower. And you know what? It's looking back, you know, hindsight's 2020, but I feel like I could have managed or dealt with this a little bit better. Could have left them in the barracks and then, you know, then approached here. But I figured at this point, at this ELO, I'm like, you know what? I think I've idled this enough. Like, you know, I'm holding them up long enough. So now I want to put down an archery range, and I'm like, you know what? I'll hold this. But the problem is I still haven't gotten to gold yet. I set up another lumber camp, and this is probably the decision that ruined this for me. Because I am so late getting to gold at this point. And I didn't have any gold to start queuing up archers because I did grab the man-at-arms, and the spearmen aren't going to do anything to Vills. So, yeah, I'm trying not to panic right now, but here comes another tower. This one is a little bit more consequential to my eco, though. At least half of this wood line is now in trouble, and I'm still just sending spearmen to the tower. So that was bad on me. Shouldn't have done that. They're sending out their own spearmen to deal with my spearmen. I probably wasn't paying attention. You know, I think I was trying to micro the tower, and yeah, I just sent the Vills over to try to idle this or stop this. But it goes up. Another tower is up. This wood line is pretty much garbage for me now. This is a whole hot mess. There's skirms, there's spearmen, and there's Vills. There's arrows flying out of towers. It's a tragedy. So the problem with this now is anything is in these two towers are in range of themselves, so I can't just hide out underneath the tower. I'm gonna get shot at. So not great, right? Let's look at the ecos. I feel my opponent's, you know, just kind of hanging out at home. Nobody's on gold. I got all these guys on gold, but I don't have anybody on wood to make enough archers now. And here comes another tower. I got a third tower coming. So I certainly got caught with my pants down at this stage of the game. They have scouts, so you know they have enough on food to get some extra units out, and it's just a whole hot mess. And I've idled my TC quite a bit, so yeah, now there's 3 towers up, but these are so perfectly overlapped. Make sure they can protect one another. I have these, and I'm like, you know what? I can still do something, but it's just not much. I just don't have enough wood coming in. I have way too many on gold for a single archery range at this point. And here comes a 4th tower. Another one. Just slowly making its way across my economy and just messing me up. This entire time I didn't tap out here because I'm like, you know what? If they're gonna play with these 3 or 4 Vills around here, they can't have that much of an economy going, right? Like, they have to be constantly mining stone to get enough for a tower. And yeah, I send my Vills back to this to stay on here and try to, you know, force these Vills out and do what I can. But this is just a mess. 10 on gold. I only have 5 on food, and it's because, you know, wood is such a struggle for me right now. I'm trying to use wood units with the gold, and you know, I'm just not producing very well. I'm up to 3 minutes idle TC time. I'm trying to get a mill down away from this one because now this one's compromised. I have some archers out, and really it's just like I said, a hot a hot mess. My opponent's doing pretty well here. They now got some on gold, wood, and still the same 2 people on stone. I don't know how to, I just don't know how to deal with this at this point. Anything is in range, so it's not like I can do much with the archers. My opponent is closing on the food threshold for Castle Age. I'm almost there, so I'm like, if I can get to Castle Age, get a siege workshop down, like right here, I can push all this. Push all this back and we're okay. So that's why I'm just trying to get to Castle Age right now. But yeah. Pull these archers back. Want to make sure I protect the gold. And I have the 800 food. Still idling. And here comes another tower. Yeah, just string them along here. Now my opponent's grabbing upgrades, so now the units that are kind of like being a pain are going to be that much harder to kill. So this tower gets rejected, but my opponent has some forces that are going to now be more of a pain than these towers. So I've clicked up the castle, and like I said, in my mind, my opponent is just trying to annoy me enough to tap out. I'm like, you know what? I can get through this. I just gotta get the, like I said, I just gotta get the castle. I'm like, there's no way they'll be ready. Like, they're sending scouts. Like, this is a lot of food invested in just you know, feudal military right here. Like I said, with the towers, I'm not expecting much because I figure that, you know, there's an investment there on stone, in which I do not have. So I try to push this back. I don't want to lose this archery range because I want to be able to get crossbows. But these scouts are upgraded. Seeing the, you know, the upgrade come in, and now Bloodlines is coming in. I just did get fletching. Oh yeah, it's a little rough at the moment. You know, I click up the castle here, and you know, I'm like, okay, I got a shot at this now. I just gotta stabilize. Gonna get some houses down. I'm gonna throw down another TC, and it'll be right on wood and next to this gold. You know, we got this. But my opponent did throw a bunch of people onto stone. Did put down a second archery range because I'm like, I have plenty of gold. I just got to get enough wood to mass some archers here. And then when I see that my opponent clicks up the castle, I'm just like, I'm in trouble. I thought there was a heavier investment into this, and I'm still like, I have a chance if something kind of comes up here. I just gotta get the crossbowman, and we'll be okay. But yeah, the second town center does go up. I'm not like doing super great with food. I got a ton of people on wood, and I pull these crossbowmen back because I'm like, you know what? If I can get back here, I could do some damage to the eco. And you know, I left the skirms here, and I have more crossbowmen coming in. I'm grabbing bone saw just so I can get that much more wood coming in. Just, you know, lacking control in the units there. But yeah, I'm just constantly idle, and I have 400 and some food. Shame on me. 5 minutes I'm up to. I throw down some more houses here. Now my opponent steps forth with a Mangonel, some lancers. So yeah, this is a tough spot here, right? Because I have 13 crossbowmen, which could certainly do some damage, but now my opponent is trying to march forward. It didn't have the mass here that I would have liked to have had before something showed up, and now my opponent wants to throw a castle in my face, and this is also starting to jeopardize my wood eco. But these crossbowmen do show up. and there's a lot of vills here. 12. If the mass was here, I really could have contested this and really put some vills to shame. Instead, the Lancers came back and they're gonna mop up my crossbowmen. This Mangonel is a nightmare for me right now, just because I don't have a lot to deal with it, and now the Lancers are coming in. Shame. This is the last bit of my military right here. There's nothing left. And now the castle is being reassembled, and this is pretty much game over. Because now the eco's getting attacked, and this is GG. So I've always said that I've wanted to fight something like this, but definitely while it's happening, it's hard to stay focused and, you know, stay on top of it. If I could redo this, I probably would have, after clicking up to castle, would have sent people to stone to try and get my own castle down here to prevent any further pushing. Or I could have put my own tower up, like right here. I just didn't think there was going to be a bunch of towers coming. This is the first time I've really encountered something like this, so you know, I'll be more mindful of it the coming matches. But it was definitely interesting. But this is one I definitely would like to have like another shot at, see if I could change the outcome. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Feel free to like, comment, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.